Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's Eradicator and I am back from my month-long vacation, so you should be expecting to see more content on the channel on a more regular basis. And so, when I was traveling by plane all the way from Europe to Taiwan where I live, well, Star Citizen of a 3.20 dropped in the PTU, at least in Wave 1, and so thanks to the wonderful people who support me via the YouTube Join membership program and Patreon, I was able to purchase a subscription to try it for you guys in advance so that you can know what's going on with this Star Citizen 3.20 patch. And so in this video we're gonna go baby steps here. What you are looking at is Seraphim Station, the replacement of Port Olisar, which orbits above planet Crusader. And so I'm going to call here for a hangar. The ATC looks like some actions happening as well. The station is sending a lot of missiles towards undisclosed locations. I do not see any hostiles around, so could be because of a bug. I don't know. If you guys have any idea, let me know in the comment section down below. So looks like our hangar is located over there. The station is definitely much bigger than the old Port Olisar, and also because Port Olisar was quite notorious for griefing. People were doing pad ramming and they were just fighting around the station. Well, obviously there are no pads here. You're gonna have to land inside hangars, and also the station security has been buffed pretty much a little bit too much, as you can see with all those missiles being sent. Anyway, we are going to go inside this hangar here. A little bit of stuttering and small freezes, as you can see. This is the very first public patch here in 3.20, and I am quite confident that eventually it's going to be fixed. There was also this kind of debris here that prevented it from landing, so I had to go around it, otherwise the ship would have probably exploded. Anyway, we've just landed here, and inside the station, well, it's a pretty standard rest and relax station here. On the one side you got the elevators, on the other side some food stands, and of course a beautiful view of the planet down there. In this case it's planet Crusader, and it is indeed quite magnificent given it's a gas giant. This is where you can find some pizzas, well, in the future, because right now they're not selling any, unfortunately, but you can still get some drinks, some energy drinks, and also some water. That's also very useful because, well, sometimes the thirst gauge can go down pretty rapidly. But the most important thing here, which wasn't present in Port Olisar, is of course the clinic. That's where you can check in right at the entrance. But what a lot of players will be looking forward to is going to the regeneration panel right here, which is where I will be regenerating my character, or at least setting the regeneration location from down there, from Horizon all the way to the station. So if I die, well, I'll be respawning here instead of the landing zone down there. So that's definitely an improvement here. The very reason why, in fact, Port Olisar had to be replaced, because the game had evolved so much since it was created back in the days in Star Citizen Alpha 2.0. Over there's a view. Sometimes there are shops here, but in this case there's nothing. Just a slightly better view from above, and some crazy NPCs who seem to be really fond of those tables. It's Star Citizen after all, right? Next, we are going to go see some of the facilities of the station. This is where you'll be coming from if you respawn here, and then we'll be taking the elevator to the Galleria. So we got some vehicles for display as always, and for some reason, just like as always I would say, they are for display, but you can't directly buy them. It's just for decoration. A couple of shops here as well, where we'll be going here, that we'll be visiting, and one of the most important shops here is the armor shop, which is replacing the old armor shop from Port Olisar, and we'll be also checking out what's available in this shop. Looks like some weapons are also available on display here, including a Gallant energy rifle, which is one of my favorite weapons in Star Citizen, so that's definitely something that's very convenient. And the Gallant energy rifle was not available in Port Olisar by the time Port Olisar disappeared. So let's check out very quickly here what is available, at least as armor, and we're gonna go here. Not really the arms, it's not really that interesting and it doesn't tell that much. We can see the colors perhaps, but we're more interested in things like the torso, where we can find the Orc Mark 10 and also the ADP Mark 4, ADP Core as well. Those are the heavy armor, 40% protection, which really is something that a lot of FPS players are going to be looking forward to, but also some lighter armor as well. So pretty much the same kind of selection as we used to see on Port Olisar. You also have the Morozov armor that was also available at Port Olisar, which is also available here, and pretty much the same colors as well. So I'm really glad to see that the devs have really paid attention to what players like from the old shop and have put it back here in this one. If there are any notable differences that you have noticed, also please feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Next, we are going to be checking as well something else here. I want to check if they have any personal weapons that I have missed perhaps. So let's check it out over there. Let's go to the top. We got the some pistols here. Notice the P8, the Gallant Energy Rifle, the Koda as well. Interesting. If you guys like the Koda, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm not much of a fan of the Koda, but if you've watched Star Citizen Wars, well, DG Solo is. We'll see more of that Koda in Star Citizen Wars Part 5, but if you want to see Part 4, well, it just got released last month. I'll put a link in the description down below. There's also a Kasaba outlet if you want to be buying some clothes, I suppose. I don't really care so much about the selection of clothes, but again, it seems pretty similar to what used to be available in Port Olisar. I know that I'll be able to buy the Imperial uniforms for my Star Citizen Wars machinima. There's a gun shop here as well, just like we were able to buy guns for or ships in Port Olisar. So let's have a look here again at what is available. I think it was the guns were available at Dumper's Depot. So a pretty random selection of larger weapons and smaller ones as well. But again, it seems like it's pretty much the same here. They still have the FL33s and they still have the repeaters, the laser repeater size 2. So I don't see much of a difference here. But if there's something that's missing that you used to buy in Port Olisar that's not available there, well, let me know in the comment section down below. But I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing here. At least it's going to be quite useful to upgrade some ballistic guns that I don't really like into laser or energy weapons here. There's also a specialized gun shop, so we're gonna check out here what is the difference between here and the armor shop as well. Let's go here to personal weapons, and I think that the difference here is they have weapons like the shotgun as well as the Lumin 5 and the Custodian, which were not available. I think that the shotgun was, but not the Lumin 5 and not the Custodian. So that's pretty much it here for the Galeria. I was looking for the bar, but I did not find any bar, unfortunately. So I guess something that's missing or something that will be coming in a future update, I suppose. We're gonna check out the food court as well. They always have fancy decorations at some of these food courts above the planets. So there we go. They got a Big Benny there, and you have your usual array of various food stalls, including Elroy's and noodle bars and juice bars, but nothing out of the extraordinary. Last but not least, we're going to go to the cargo area, and they have, just like at the other cargo areas, they have a rental store here, and the ships that you can find are pretty much the same as always: a Freelancer, a Titan, and a Cutlass Black at various different price points. Of course, if you are short on cash, you should get a Titan, but the Cutlass Black is just a little bit more expensive, and it's definitely offering a better experience. Let's have a look at the shop here. And at the shop you should find your usual array of various utilitarian armor and utilitarian clothes, as well as some of the other utilities that you would normally get here. For example, a multi-tool, which again was not available at Port Olisar, but very useful to get here if you want to be doing some mining and other activities around Planet Crusader. So there we have it, guys. This was a complete tour of Seraphim Station. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Have you got into PTU Wave 1? Are you going to make it your home base just like I did? Well, I want to know all of that in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Erad. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.